Hi guys, welcome to okwanchie. In this video, I will be showing you how I do a set of tribal braids slash Fulani braids slash knotless box braids. Right here, you're just going to see me prepping the hair. So I'm just going to be combing everything out and prepping my foundation for the braids. So just watch as I continue on with getting these braids started. Please excuse my background. I'm in the transition of switching from doing clients in my living room to my hair room, which I will have a video on my setup for my in-home salon. And so just excuse the background. I, of course, have some TV going on so that we can kind of help kill the time for the process of me doing her hair. When completing the style, I usually start by sectioning the hair into 3 separate sections. So I have 1 section in the back and 2 sections in the front. When parting the hair, I have my favorite comb. So it has like a rat tail at the end, and then it has like a little area on the front side where it's easier for me to part. So I generally will use the end of the comb to kind of like start the parting process. Then I'll go back in with my edge tamer, which is like a even edge tamer. I will go ahead and try to leave a link for it. And then I'll also go in with my shining jam, and this kind of helps make my parts a little more crisp. So I'll go back in and redefine the parts. Now you will see me going ahead and starting the knotless box braid on the back. So I usually start the braid and then I feed in the braiding hair into the braid. I always use pre-stretched braiding hair. I will also try to leave a link of the pre-stretched braiding hair that I like to use. And I usually just feed in about 2 to 3 portions. And then as I get further down into the braid, I will add another part. A lot of times I'll use my chair as my guide to know when to add more hair. A lot of people say, well, how do you know when to add more hair to make sure it's even? I will use my chair as my guide. So I will recommend you trying that option. Here you're going to see that I've made some progression and we're working on like the 4th row. I also use duck clips to help me kind of like section everything off because I like for my braids to have a brick layered effect, and you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. So pretty much there's not much spacing in between the braids. It makes it look a lot fuller. I'm sure by now you guys noticed that I have like a little like blur over the TV in the background. I just decided to go ahead and blur things out just because I didn't want to have any issues, you know, with any copyright publishing or anything like that. If you guys have any questions on how I went about with doing that, I did not even think about it when I made this video. So if you have any questions about it, let me know and I will go ahead and make a video showing you guys how I went on ahead and did that. Yes, okay, so we are almost done with the back portion of her braids. You feel her touching on making sure everything is going well. So she decided to have me install some lashes and also do her brows a little bit. I am not a makeup artist at all, but I will go ahead and put on some lash strips and kind of do a little bit of the brows. So now we're just continuing on with the top portion of the tribal braids, the Fulani braids, and you'll just see me here showing you guys how I go about with parting once again, using my edge and shining gem to define the part, and then you'll see me feeding in the braids. I also use a little tiny bit of the edge control to lay down some of her baby hairs. Okay, so now we are down to the final braid. As you can see here, I keep my shiny gem close by, my edge control close by, and then I have my brackets that I kind of have sitting on a little table that helps me have my pre-stretched, hair off to the side. So when I do these braids, I start with really small portions and then braid the braids into make it like the larger portions into the braid. So you will see me doing that here. Now let's get these baby hairs laid. I usually use my edge control and also a tiny bit of hair foam. And the hair foam that I use is Tropical Roots. I really like it. You can use any hair foam mousse that you would like to use. You're going to see me there putting in the Wild Growth Hair Oil. I tend to use this on all my clients, and oftentimes I will ask if it's okay prior to me using a lot of the products, just to make sure no one has any allergic reactions to anything. You never know. So you do want to ask prior to using your products to make sure no one has any issues. I use a little bit of foam, not a lot. A little goes a long way with it. And then you're going to see me moving forward with doing the dipping process. I feel like your braids are not complete without being dipped. So I'm going to use my teapot kettle. I seen someone else, I can't remember who it was, but I had seen someone else use this. I used to boil my water on the stovetop. Then I boiled it in the microwave. And it was just really hard for me to make sure I kept the temperature at a hot temperature so that when it was time for me to dip the hair. So then I came across someone on YouTube with a video using this, and this works wonders. It is absolutely perfect. I usually start it when I'm down to my last few braids because it takes a couple minutes to brew the hot water, but then it's pretty much ready. So you'll just see me here with finalizing everything on her braids. They are so beautiful. She's gonna love them. After dipping the hair, oftentimes I will dip a portion of the towel into the teapot kettle and then kind of like strain it a little bit. And then I will use this and place that over the braids. It's something about the steam from the hot water that just kind of helps everything lay and look much more neater and nicer. So you're just going to see the final product here. Get into it. These braids are so fire on her. I love the way I did the color combination. Again, I added just some strip lashes on, did a little bit of her brows for her, and she is ready. By the way, this is her birthday hair. Yes, and that's on period. She will not have to worry about sweating this out. She is going to be dropping it low. Yes, get into it. No, she does not have any contacts in. Those are her natural eyes. They are absolutely beautiful. So, yes, look how the braids swing. Yes. I love what I do. Thanks for watching. I hope my video was helpful to someone. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments.